Well, when that clock hit 0, it was kind of like it all set in for once. I was actually in the front row of the game, but in front of the Rutgers fans.
Oh.
So that entire game, I'm sitting there, every touchdown they catch, everything, it was the loudest thing ever, it felt like. And it felt like the noise covered the entire stadium. I think it is a disappointment, not only as a fan and a student, but just as someone who follows the Razorbacks. When you look at past games against ULM and Alabama, those important passes were not caught by the receivers. And then, of course, you look at the running game. It's non-existent, like you said. And to be a successful football team, you have to be good not only on both sides of the ball, but on both areas of offense. I think that both of these guys are capable of doing some great things, especially Niall Davis. And I do want to see Niall succeed. He's just got to get that mental block out of the way. When you're looking at Brandon Allen and Brandon Mitchell there, I think either one would be a great asset. You know, Brandon Mitchell does have that experience that Brandon Allen does not have, but at the same time, Brandon Allen was thrown in the mix last week, and I think that kind of got him stirred up, but that also makes a player want to get out there and prove himself the next week. When you speak of Will Hines, this guy has got an amazing build. He's got a lot of speed on him as well. And during camp, he was very successful as well. So I'm excited to see Will Hines this weekend, and as well as Darius Winston. You know, he's been here. You haven't heard very much about him, but hopefully somehow he will come out this weekend and make a name for himself. We do have enough talent to stack up between them, and the question is whether they execute well, whether they deliver that talent. And when you look at Chris Smith, he has gained so much weight since last year. He's a big guy. He's put on the weight that's needed to be here at D-line, and you can tell because he's starting. And when you look at Bama, they have a huge O-line with a lot of experience, and that's something that we need to be able to stack up to. They're going to try to bully you, and in the past that's worked for them. So we have to make sure our O-line or our D-line, is ready to go, and I think we'll be able to stand up to that. When you look at LSU, they're a tiny bit different. They do have a talented O-line, and what makes them different from Bama is they have better backs than Bama does. Yeah. And so that'll depend on their run there, and we'll definitely need some guys that'll be able to stop that run. Evan Mitchell, this guy is insane. You put him up to Kobe Hamilton in camp, and he's definitely performed well. Yep. Kobe Hamilton has actually said that at the end of the season, Tevin Mitchell will be the best in the nation at his position. There you go. And so that's something to look forward to. Eric Bennett is another one you can't ignore. Mm-hmm. And so I think our secondary will be a little more promising than it has been in these past few years.